Hey, I wanted to come on today and talk to you guys a little bit about the pipe that I recently cleaned. It's the Dr. Grabow Freehand pipe. And you can catch the cleaning of this in a separate video. I'm smoking it today with some Whimsical pipe tobacco sent to me by my friend Kevin. Thanks, Kevin. This is part of the signature limited edition series by Per George Jensen. I think I'm Americanizing that name horribly, so I apologize for that. This is an excellent tobacco. It's a mix of Perique, Virginias, and Burley with a hint of citrus flavoring to it. And what's really interesting about this tobacco is every bowl I get a slightly different flavor profile. Sometimes the Perique will be a little forward, although I have to say that I got that on my very first bowl and haven't since then. This is maybe my fourth now. But I get a really nice blend of the Virginias and the Burley, and the flavoring is very subtle. It's just kind of barely there on the palate, which makes it nice. I would say this is a really good middle of the day to late afternoon smoke. It's not very strong. It really takes me smoking about the whole bowl before I feel any of the nicotine on it. So it's not terribly heavy. I'm pairing it today with some tea. This is the Puka peppermint and licorice tea, of which I have actually highly recommend that brand of tea. This tobacco will pair really well with a tea or coffee, or I would say a brown liquor. Uh, Maybe not beer. I don't know that I would enjoy this as much with a beer. I mean, just for my own enjoyment, I would say I don't think I would enjoy a cold beverage with this tobacco, but everyone has their own taste. I mean, this is almost exactly what you would imagine when you're smoking a tobacco. It reminds me of back in my cigar days when I would smoke a cigar. And if I were to rate cigars on a scale of 1 to 10, I would put this experience as kind of a 7 or an 8. Really nice, just a solid, um, maybe it doesn't make sense, but just a solid tobacco. I mean, this is, like I said, this is what you think of. The flavoring is not overwhelming, it adds instead of distracting. Yeah, very nice. Now, as to the pipe itself, the reason why I wanted to talk about it is I was really surprised by how well this smoked the first time. Now, I mentioned in the cleaning video that oftentimes when I clean a pipe thoroughly for the first time and smoke it, I get a sort of a weird soapy taste that takes a few smokes to dissipate. And I'm still not exactly sure what's causing it. I have a theory, uh, which maybe I'll share at another point in time. This did not have that. But one of the things I did to attempt to alleviate that was I pre-coated it with a bowl of ashes from another pipe. It had a nice carbon layer on it the first time I put tobacco in it, and it smoked well right away, and I enjoyed it right away. You know, these Grabows have an interesting reputation if you read about them online. Almost every, I mean, I would say a solid 90 to 95% of the things that I read about them online are comments along the lines of, am I crazy or is this a good pipe? And you're not crazy. It is a good pipe. It's really well designed. It's got a really nice airflow to it. I'm having a little bit of problem keeping this bowl lit today, and I think it's because there was a large chunk that of the plug that I should have broken up a little better, and it's right in the middle. And I think it's creating a wet spot that I'm having trouble getting a good ember in there. But apart from that, like I said, this is probably maybe the fifth or sixth bowl of tobacco I've smoked from this pipe. And I've had nothing but good smokes with it. So I really recommend it. It's ergonomically, it disappears a little bit into my hand. I kind of generally smoke a larger pipe or something with a longer stem. I mean, I could hold it, kind of like a church warden. And the as far as the aesthetics, I mean, maybe that's not the type of a pipe I would buy, and that could be why it hadn't sold. This was part of an auction lot of pipes that I bought off of eBay. And I have the impression, although there are a few very well used pipes, most of them look like they hadn't been used at all. And I think they came from a pipe shop that couldn't sell them. This even had a little area where there was a sticker and they couldn't quite get all the sticky off, which I managed to get off during the cleaning. So, doing the math, I paid about $7 a piece for each one of these pipes. So for $7, this is an outstanding pipe. This is definitely something that I could take along with me on vacation and not really worry about it breaking, um, because I wouldn't be out a lot of money. Although I would be disappointed to lose a good pipe. So I highly recommend both a Dr. Grabow pipe and this Whimsical tobacco. And I'm going to go ahead and enjoy it a little longer, sitting up here in my pipe smoking treehouse. And I'll catch you next time. Thanks.